prayers. Second is please like, subscribe, and share. Alright, so today we are going to be looking at quadratic equation. So I'll explain the concept of quadratic equation, then solve these three examples. I believe with that be able to understand what we mean by quadratic equation. So we are going to be looking at explanation, brief explanation of quadratic equation. Then examples. Now, what do we mean by quadratic equation? Equation, of course, is an aspect of algebra. When we talk about algebra, we mean combination of numbers and variables. For instance, if we have 2x plus 5, this is a representation of algebraic equation, an expression. So this is a linear expression that is a combination of a number and a variable. So the variable x there is the unknown term. It is representing a particular quantity, say 2 biro algebra. Now this is linear, it becomes quadratic when the degree of x is now 2. We have 2x squared plus 5. So this is now quadratic. It is quadratic because of the degree of x, which is 2. So this is called quadratic expression because it is not an equation. Like I explained earlier, equation comes with an equality sign. So if I'm to make this an equation and equal to 0, so this becomes a linear equation, and this becomes the degree of x is what determines what type of expression or equation we have. Here we have degree of x to be 2, quadratic. If the degree of x is 1, we call it linear. If it is 3, cubic, quartic, quintic, and so on and so forth. But we are going to focus on quadratic equation. So the standard form of quadratic equation is given as ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. Without the equal to 0 there, it means it is an expression. You have to take note of that, and you can't solve an expression. So for you to call it an equation, it must be equal to something, equal to 5, equal to 6, equal to any number. So why is it quadratic? Because of the degree of x, which is to the highest power of x. We are not looking at the power of x here, which is 1, but this. We can even do without this and this. So far, the power of x is 2. You call it quadratic equation. So here, a, comma b, and c, they are arbitrary constants. They are constants. What do I mean by that? They are different from x. So A, B, and C are numbers. Any number you can think of can be natural numbers, integers, can be solved like roots too. But x is a variable. X here is a variable. Now solving this equation means you're going to obtain 2 answers because the degree of x is 2. So that's just the simple explanation